Hobby diaries.
I'm gonna read a little bit.
I do feel a little bit more fulfilled. It is currently almost noon, so we are going to make some lunch. It is super high in protein and super yummy. We have our salad mix. We have our tuna. Put a little bit of some mayo. If you do not like tuna, you can always like substitute for chicken or other high protein. Quick little taste test. Cheers. Welcome to the Hobby Diaries. I have seen so many people make these vlogs and I aspire to be someone who reads on the daily. And if you saw my last vlog, I want to make reading kind of a hobby. Now when it comes to reading, I am not like a fiction-y kind of girl. I am a self-help, mental health girly. So I have two books that I got from the library. This one is called No One Can Change Your Life Except for You. And this one is called Toxic Striving. I have these two books checked out from the library at the moment, but I have to return them in like a week to a week and a half. And I've only read like the tiniest bit of this book. One of my goals this year was to find more hobbies. Reading has actually been a hobby in the past. It was more towards like end of high school, early college that reading became a hobby. I haven't read a book all the way through in a long time. So my goal is to at least get through one book. I'm going to be dedicating today to literally reading this book because I am fully noticing that as I go throughout my week, I notice that I push my hobbies away. I put work and other things before my hobbies when I am learning that you cannot fuel or pour into anything else until you've poured into yourself. And that is a harsh reality that I learned in 2025 last year. So yeah, take this as your sign if you are someone who's trying to get back into reading or getting back into hobbies. I am here to tell you that you can do it. It is currently 12:30, so I'm going to officially start my first book. This is the No One Can Change Your Life Except for You by Laura Whitmore. It is that time. I'm craving like a little pick-me-up, a little fun drink. Normally, coffee would be my go-to, but I think I'm actually gonna make a matcha today. I haven't made a matcha in a really long time. But quickly, just to catch you guys up, I did read the introductory and the first chapter of the book. I definitely like the book. I wouldn't say I love it, but I think hearing about like her life experiences and what inspired her to write the book is really interesting. And then after, I ended up doing some chores and just giving myself a little bit of a break. But I do want to pick my book back up again and at least get through a few more chapters. p.m. and I'm starving right now. I haven't had any dinner, not since the salad that I ate earlier this afternoon. So tonight I'm gonna be making one of my favorite Filipino dishes, which is chicken adobo, and I'm just gonna serve it with some rice on the side. I'm gonna be making a little bit more than just like one serving because I'm actually gonna meal prep this for the next 2 days. Cheers. So good. It is the next day and I woke up early this morning, left the apartment because I had a nail appointment. I got my nails done. I just got some basic white Frenchies because my last nails that I had on, they've been on for like over a month, so I needed to get them done. And I forgot to eat before I left for my nail appointment. So by the time I got out of my nail appointment, it was like past 1. So needed to get breakfast, needed to get some fuel because I'm actually working today. I'm in the parking lot right now. I got here early because regardless if I had like went home after my nail appointment, there was like no point. I might as well just like come straight to work and just be early. That also means I have time to read my book. So yesterday, you guys, I read all day. I was actually very impressed with myself. I have about like 15 or so minutes before I have to go into work, so I'm just gonna read a little bit. Let's talk about this, shall we? I have been trying to get through this book all week and I am very proud of the progress I made. I got all the way up to chapter 4. However, at chapter 4, you guys, I just got bored. I will say the most interesting part about this book is her life lessons that like she was talking about. She was kind of telling a story with every life lesson she learned. She like dedicated a chapter to like true love, like the first love, and just like heartbreak. But when I was reading her book, I just felt like everything kind of like made sense. It wasn't anything that I didn't know already. And that's kind of why I stopped reading at chapter 4. I was trying to get through it, but I just felt like there was nothing to look forward to in the next chapter. It was her story and it just kind of kept revolving around the same things. And not gonna lie, like her story is very inspiring and I do think that this girl has been through it. And she does definitely come from a very cultured background and like with certain rules in her life that she had to follow or should have followed but didn't, which I could actually relate to in a certain way. So it was definitely like kind of giving me closure of like, hey, other people can come from that background too. It may not just be like your ethnicity that it is in. It's also in other cultures. But one thing about me is I'm not gonna keep reading something that I'm not like invested in. And so I kind of just stopped reading it. I did move on to my other book, the toxicity one, and I haven't really gotten too far into it, but I will say I am more attracted to that book than the one that I was reading in this video mainly. But I'm super happy that I picked reading back up as a hobby. I think it gave me more things to do with my time than sitting and scrolling on my phone. And it also kind of trained me to just like sit and chill. I feel like sometimes when we just like sit and do nothing, it could feel like we've done absolutely nothing productive during our day. But you know what? I sat and I read my book, and even though I wasn't doing much, I was feeding my brain. I was feeding into what makes me happy, and I do feel a little bit more fulfilled. I also know that I probably will not be checking this book out again. If there also is anything I learned from this book is that I should probably pick a book that's not 300 or so pages long. This is a big book for me. Lastly, let me know if you guys like these types of vlogs. I tried to make it interesting and just kind of show you guys some days in my life as I'm getting through a book. I will say the one thing I did love about this is that it definitely disciplined me and forced me to not push my hobbies away from me and bring them more closer to me. If you guys have any book recommendations for like self-help, mental health type of books, let your girl know. Drop them them below. There are a few books that are on my bucket list that I don't know if my local library will have, but I do hope to eventually do a video about in the future. But let me know what other vlogs and things you guys want to see. I am feeling so inspired, and I'm definitely having a lot more fun with YouTube now that I'm back. And if you have any tips for any future reading vlogs or hobby vlogs, also drop those down below. Do not forget, I post every single Sunday, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.